Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Shameful Penguin here, back with another video. Today we're going to be Gwennen gambling 100 rerolls on the newest patch where they updated her. They made it more common to get better gear from Gwennen to be high rarity. So we're going to be taking advantage of that and rerolling 100 items, or 100 rerolls, more than 100 items hopefully. And yeah, so this is going to be a little bit of a tutorial on how it works. So if we look into this, we just see a bunch of items and we don't know what to buy, right? So there's a lot of stuff. So if you type in here that you want to see only certain items, like I want to see leather belts, you would type in leather belt right here and it would only highlight the leather belt. A better example right now, so what if we only wanted to see ruby rings? You can type in ruby ring right here and it'll only highlight that. We can make it more efficient. If you type in RUB, it'll still show up the same thing. So we're going to be taking advantage of that because there's only 50 spaces that you can use in here. So if we type in every item we want, it's going to be longer than that. So we're going to be trying to minimize that. So you could use this website. Actually, I'll show you the image first. So the idea here is that these are the generic good items. Some of these are outdated because this was made 3.15 in the beginning of it. So some of these items are not as valuable, like the ebony shield, the Sata's garb, even the judgement staff for the Pledge of Hands. Pledge of Hands is only like 3 or 4C right now. So we're not going to be looking for those kind of items. We're going to be focusing on higher tier items, and we can show you by using this website right here. I'm going to link it down in the description. So this website's taking the market value of items. I'm only showing items that are higher than 20C. If you wanted to be a bigger baller, higher than 50C it'll show. If you want to show something only over 100C, like, you get the point. So 20C is just a good starting point. Say I wanted to find every single item, unique item that's over 20C right now on the market. I would press generate string and it'll create this regex. So if I copy this in here and paste it, it'll show everything. But the problem is that it generates 3 lines, and because it goes over cap of the limit. So we can kind of condense this. Say we only wanted things over 50, generate string. That's still too high. What about if we make it 90C and generate? Still too high? Oh, because I have them checked still. So you have to manually uncheck each one that you don't want. So I don't want any of these. Now if I only wanted those items, it's 1 string now. It's pretty simple. I'm still finding the gavel and stuff, which I don't need. So I can make this even smaller than. So you try to find the exact things you may want. If you're SSF, there's maybe certain things. Maybe you want a Tinker skin or an Impulsa. And it's maybe not the most expensive, but you get the point. You can kind of pick and choose what you want to see. So yeah, so you can check mark it, generate string, it'll generate it, keep adding it to just try to min max what you want. So maybe I want to find this, this, and this. Let's see if we go over the second line. Yep, we barely go over. So it's a harder thing. So I've taken this up a little bit more to myself. So I'm going to be using this string. You guys can use the same one as me. I'm kind of prioritizing the market values of things and the quantity of items I could find. Anything with this little star next to it are items we're searching for. And so we're looking for, so if I was looking for a judgment staff, I would type in the word GEM and it would find the Pledge of Hands. So that's what this means. I'm going to have this down in the description so you guys can understand. So if you guys want to change this up, say I don't want to find fiend daggers, what you would do is just go to mine, delete the fiend dagger, and then you're good. And you would just put in something else. So you can only have this to be 50 letters long, so keep that in mind. There's a few shortcuts we're using. The OPH will search Prophecy Wand and Prophet Crown. We're not utilizing this because I don't really care. JEW will find the Viridian Jewel, the Crimson Jewel, Cobalt Jewel, and a jeweled foil. So we're going to take advantage of that and use that that text to find 4 things, so I found that to be useful. The problem is jewels are more expensive. They cost the grand seals a lot of the time, so that's kind of a problem. Another thing is that we're looking for two stone rings, so we type in -S for that, as you can see right here. But the problem is that fire and lightning ring can find a barracks respite, which is really good. The cold and lightning ring can find call of the brotherhood, which is really good as well, because I want a few more of these for some of my builds. But the problem is that we got to pay attention. If we see a cold and lightning res ring, we're going to try to ignore that as often as we can, as often as I find that, because that one's upgrade is not as valuable. So you're kind of wasting currency, and you're not going to find a high-end unique using that method. So keep that in mind when you're looking for things. I'll have all these links in the description, so I'm going to make sure I copy my regex. Make sure you have quotes around everything, so it searches for everything. This is called a regex, if you guys didn't know. So we're going to be re-rolling 100 times, and hopefully we get some good currency out of it. Now let's get started. Like 6 minutes into the video, I might speed this up and slow it down, but I'm going to be keeping every single item in a giant stash tab. I won't get rid of anything. If I find out anything has like a good roll on it, or if I find a good influence base, I'm going to put that into the value as well. So we're going to do 100, so we're going to end when we hit 16. It's only 24. I want 72. I'll skip it.
That's something.
Ooh, okay, our first good item. We got a soul taker. That's like 49C right now. That's pretty sick. So we got our first good item. First money maker. Alright, almost done. Last one. Big this one, whatever, let's do it. Alright. So, out of all the items in here, there are 6 uniques. One of them's worth something, the rest are about a C each, if I am correct. Yep, so one item worth something. Let's look up any warlord items. Nope. Any hunter, some hunter belts. It's pretty good. What's the other one? No crusader. Some elder's belt. Any shaper? No shaper. So that's it for influenced items, if I search everything correct. Now everything else is pretty much junk. I could check the rules. Maybe I could sell like maybe a ring if it has like T1 life and something else on it. But really, like, this is all just a bunch of junk now. Like, this is worth nothing. These are the only things that maybe are worth something. So I'd estimate my findings to be, it's hard to judge the value of these. I'll value all of these at 20C. That's kind of generous. And then this is about 50, so about 70C total I made.
Yes.
And I don't know how much about all this will cost. I'll do the calculations in editing. Because I'll have the before and after numbers, and then I can find the average price of how much each thing costs, and you see it on the screen right now. Don't worry about it. Anyways, that's it for the video. Would I say it's worth it? I don't know the final number. I don't think if you're guaranteed to get more money not doing this. Like, I find this is lucky. This is on average probably what you're gonna get without this. So I would say if you're a safe boy and you don't have much currency, just sell all of this currency stuff. But if you're big into gambling, you know, it's pretty fun, honestly. Anyways, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.